What's going on, everyone? I hope you all are doing great today. So I wanted to talk a little bit of Attack on Titan in this video. I haven't talked about Attack on Titan before on the channel, but some news came out recently that made me want to talk about the series and everything. We all know that the final season is airing right now for the anime. The manga, if you guys have not heard, is in the tail end of its story right now, so it's gonna end really soon. I've heard crazy things about some stuff that has been going on with the manga, and they're all saying like, oh, it's in the end game. We all know it's going to end. Isayama Sensei, the mangaka for the series, has stated back in November that there was only about 1 to 2% of the story left for the manga, so everybody knows that it's going to end. It's going to end pretty soon. There's only maybe like a few chapters left. But the question was kind of like, when exactly, when is it going to end? What is going to be the last chapter? So we finally got an end date for the ending of Attack on Titan, the final chapter. So the series is going to end and the final chapter is going to release on April 9th of this year. So in the May issue of the Kodansha Bisatsu magazine in Japan. So it's going to release then. And then it's going to be it after 11.5 years of being serialized and everything. Kodansha Comics is the publisher that kind of brings the English versions over to the US and everything. And Attack on Titan is amazing. It is a crazy, insane series. It is one of my all-time favorites. Before the final season even aired, I binge watched all of the series and it was an amazing experience. Like, I haven't done that before. I previously watched the seasons as they came out before, and it was amazing during those times. But still, like, when I did kind of go through watching the entire thing from season 1, season 2, season 3, seeing all like the foreshadowing and like crazy stuff that was happening, all this things that kind of tie into what I know now about the series and what's going on in the manga right now. I'm not completely caught up with it yet, but I do know some stuff that does happen in the manga that's past what the anime is covering right now. And it is nuts. Like, it freaking had me like mouth dropped and everything. It's crazy. It's jaw dropping. But yeah, the series finally has an end date right now, April 9th. It's crazy after so many years of it airing and everything like that. Isayama Sensei, the mangaka again, was stating before, like, oh, it's going to end in like 3 years, it's going to end in another 3 years, and he kept saying that, thinking that he was going to be able to finish it in those 3 years, when he would say it like 8 years ago or something like that, but it just kind of kept going and stuff like that. But we know now, like, he stated that the series has not been prolonged by like the publishers or anything like that, or the people like Kodansha or anything. It hasn't been prolonged because of them. He's not being forced to end the series now or anything like that. So he's ending it on his own terms, which is really cool. That that's always something that you want to hear from a mangaka, is that the series is coming to a conclusion on their own terms. They're ending it the way that they want to end it, and not because some of the people, like the companies and stuff like that, are forcing them to do so, forcing them to end it. Like, we know that, I think some series like Bleach or something like that was really rushed. I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that Bleach was really rushed at its ending, and that it kind of seemed like they forced them to end it really soon, or they did. I can't remember if that was confirmed or not, but that was a series that's kind of in my mind right now, that I can remember people saying that it ended really quickly, and they kind of forced him to do so, the mangaka for that series. Kubo, I believe, is his name. But yeah, for this series, it's good news that he hasn't been forced to end it. He's ending it on his own terms, like I said, and that the series is coming to a close really soon. The final season is going on right now, like I said, and it's kind of weird because the final season right now is slotted for 16 episodes. And they kind of reconfirmed that. Like, Anime News Network put out an article saying that 16 episodes is the mark for the final season. Kind of like reconfirming, we already knew that before, but people were kind of having like little theories in their heads, thinking like, okay, maybe that's just for like the first core of the anime, and then they're gonna have a part 2 of the final season, like a second core for it, with like another 16 episodes or like another 12 episodes or something like that, to cover the rest of the manga, because there's a lot of stuff that they need to cover for the manga. Like, I believe there's like 10 volumes worth of content that they need to cover in the final season, which is a lot. And if the final season is only 16 episodes, it's kind of worrisome when it comes to adaptation wise. Like, are they going to be able to cover all of this stuff in these 16 episodes right now, based on what I've seen from the anime, like it seems good pacing wise. Like it's been pretty good. Like I've been enjoying it a lot, especially from switching from Studio Wit to Studio Mappa. There's a lot of uncertainty in the community of where the series was going to go and how it was going to look and everything like that, animation wise and stuff. There are some concerns, I guess, in some of the episodes and stuff with some of the Titans, mainly like the Beast Titan for myself. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Like I thought that the adaptation has been pretty stellar so far. The pacing has been good, like nothing super crazy or anything like that. But still, they're 4 episodes deep. Episode 5 is supposed to come out on Sunday, I believe, on the 10th. And then after that, there's like another 12 episodes that we need to go through, or 11, something along those lines. And that's supposed to cover the rest of the manga, apparently. So I'm a little bit concerned there. I'm like, is that enough? Is that enough to cover all of that content, to cover the entire thing? Like, what do you guys think about that? That's a question that I want to ask all of you. Do you guys think that that's enough to cover the rest of the content from the manga? Like I said, I'm like a little bit further from where the anime is at, but I'm not all the way caught up with the manga. So I'm not sure how much is actually left. I'm not sure if 16 episodes seems like it could cover the rest of it. Do you think that they're kind of, I guess, hiding some things and maybe they're going to put out a part 2 of the final season later on? Do you guys think that maybe, like, I was thinking maybe they might do where, I can't remember what series did it, but at the tail end of its series, they kind of added at the last episodes, like the last like 2 or 3 episodes or something like that, they made those episodes extended. Like instead of like a normal like 24-minute episode, they kind of extended them to be like 30 minutes long or like 40 minutes long or something like that, to cover a lot more content within that episode and within those final episodes. So do you guys think they're going to do something like that? Maybe. Do you guys think that they're going to kind of just rush through it? That's kind of what everyone's worried about. Are they going to rush through things? Are they going to skip really important scenes? What do you think is going to happen? Do you guys think that they're going to maybe like put out a movie for like the ending parts of the final season? I'm not sure if that's going to actually happen. I highly doubt it, but because I don't know if there's like a good point in the actual manga where they can kind of end the final season and put a stop to it there and then kind of start it right back up in a movie. Like, I don't know if there's a moment in the manga where that would be a good spot to stop and then restart in a movie. I don't know, or if it's going to be like awkwardly placed or something like that. So what do you guys think is going to happen there? There's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to the manga right now in the final season, because if the manga is ending on April 9th, then the actual anime is going to end around the same time. Because right now there's slotted for 16 episodes. It's airing right now in the winter season, so it's going to end around like the end of the winter season, which is around, I think, March or April-ish. So around when the manga is going to end. So they're going to end like simultaneously. How do you guys think that's going to work? Because if the manga hasn't even ended, how are they supposed to even end the anime, which is supposed to be adapting from the manga? They could. One possibility is that Isayama Sensei, the mangaka, is working closely with Studio Mappa, giving them kind of inside information on the ending of the series, so they have all the information they need to be able to actually end it properly, so they're not going like an anime original route. I don't think that they're going to do that for the series. That's another possibility. Maybe they can go an anime original route, but I highly doubt that, because the series is so big. It's a super popular series, so why would they go an anime original route that might be different from what the actual ending for the series is, especially for a series as popular as Attack on Titan, so iconic and everything. So I highly doubt they're going to do that, or at least I hope not. But like I said, I think what's going to happen is, or what's happening is, that Isayama has really good ties to Studio Mappa. He's kind of given them a lot of good information on where the story is going, that they don't have right now content-wise for the manga, and let them know like, hey, this is how it's going to end. Because apparently Isayama, he did some kind of like documentary, like back in 2018, I think it was like in November of 2018, where he had like a rough draft of the last panel of Attack on Titan, so for the ending of the series. And if he already had in mind the ending way back then in 2018, then he already knows how it's going to end. And he's gonna most likely have that information and give it to the studio that's handling the final season, Studio Mappa. So that kind of gives me a little bit better, like, I don't know, it makes me feel better about the ending of it, but at the same time, it still kind of leaves me a little bit worrisome because of the episode count. That's the thing that's kind of getting me right now. I'm like, ugh, I have no idea how this is gonna play out. We're just gonna have to wait and see, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the series. I know I kind of rambled here in this video somewhat on where the series is gonna go. What kind of content is going to be provided for the anime side. But let me know what you all think. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a little bit worried because I love the series and I'm not sure how it's going to end with the episode counts that we have. We don't have any information on if there's going to be like a part 2 of the final season, like a second core for it, or if there's going to be like maybe a movie or something like that, or if they're going to have extended episodes towards the final parts of it, of the final season, or just how everything's gonna play out in general. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the actual series itself. Now that we got the news of the actual end date of the manga, so April 9th, kind of reality, now that we got a date here, reality might be sitting in a little bit on us, like, oh dang, now we know when it's actually going to end. How are you guys feeling about it? Are you guys sad? Or are you guys happy to see that, okay, we're going to get a conclusion to this story and see all this, like, maybe great stuff happening, or a happy ending, or a tragic ending, if you guys are wanting for that to happen, or just interested to see the ending in general for the series. And just like, what do you guys think about the status for the anime? Do you guys think that, what do you guys think is going to happen with it? Do you guys think they're going to have a movie? Do you guys think that they're going to have like a second core for it possibly, and they're just not saying anything about it now? Do you guys think that like this is not enough, like these are not enough episodes to be able to cover the final season of the actual anime? And just things of that nature, like talk a little bit about the series in general. Yeah, try not to be too spoiler heavy in the comments if you guys do know some stuff about the series and everything. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. I appreciate you all for watching. You all have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.